Hi guys, welcome back to Charger Labs Teardown. Today our leading actor is Nubia 120W GaN Charger. It was just released not too long ago, so let's take a look. The appearance of the charger is very recognizable. The silver casing is the design for the whole series. Charger pins adopt foldable design. And then the width is 31mm. The thickness is 86mm. The length is 57mm. And the weight is 233 grams. Take out Apple 96W charger for comparison. The size of the two chargers is almost like this. There's also a Nubia 120W single-port charger, and the design is quite different. The single-port model is smaller. Then take out 65W GaN charger. Both belongs to same Dell series, so there are many similarities in appearance. After connecting to the power supply, there is a blue indicator light in there. Let's test the protocol of USB-A port. It supports Apple 2.4a, QC 2.0, 3.0, AFC, FCP, SCP, PE 2.0. USB-C has an additional PD and PPS protocol. There are 5 fixed voltage gears: 5 volts, 9 volts, 12 volts, 15 volts, 20 volts. Dual USB-C supports 60 watts and 60 watts power, and also supports 3 simultaneous fast charging of 60 watts, 30 watts, and 30 watts, which is useful for multi-device users. Okay, time is up, let's tear it down. Firstly, welcome our friend Mr. Hammer. After open it, we can see what it looks like inside. Pull slowly with pliers, and the whole module can be taken out. The entire module is covered by isolation plates and heat sinks. There is also a layer of insulating tape outside the heatsink. There are separate thermal pads outside of the other components, which are used to reduce the temperature raise. Let's take a look at the size of the PCB. The length is about 82mm, the width is about 51mm, and the thickness is about 23mm. And then we're gonna see the components one by one. First, here is the input filter circuit. This is a time delay fuse. There is an NTC thermistor next to it. There is also a layer of heat shrink tubing for protection. There are 2 common mode chokes. There is also a larger common mode choke on each, webbed by insulating tape. The red one in the middle is an X capacitor. Here is a small rectifier board and 2 bridge rectifiers above it, which are used to spread the heat. Not only that, the charger is also filled with a lot of glue among other components for heat conduction. There's another X capacitor next to it. Here's a CBB film capacitor. The bigger one in the middle is the filter inductor covered by insulating tape. Then we can see PFC boost inductor here. Its PFC boost circuit is on another side. This small one is a PFC boost controller from ON Semiconductor NCP1622. The GaN enhancement mode power transistor is from Innoscience. On the other side, 2 electrolytic capacitors for high voltage filter are in the middle. And there are another 2 same capacitors on a small board next to it. Except for the rubber sleeve for protection, there is also an isolation tape next to capacitors for insulation. For those 4 capacitors, 3 from Zhongyuan and 1 from Yongming. And then let's see the switching power supply circuit. This is main control chip of switching power supply from ON Semiconductor and CP1342. The high voltage switch tube next to it also adapts Innoscience INN650D02. Here is its transformer. Here is the secondary rectifier board and 2 solid capacitors on it for output filtering. There is also a layer of tape under the capacitor for isolation and a small LED indicator. There are synchronized rectifier controller and rectifier tube on the back of the small board. We have to take it down to see. The 3 small boards are all welded vertically on the PCB to further save space and have corresponding step-down inductors. Let's take down these small boards. Firstly is the small synchronized rectifier board with MPS synchronized rectifier controller on it. There are 2 alpha and omega synchronized rectifier next to it, and 2 solid capacitors from Emerald are on the back. This is the small board for USB-A female, wrapped by black insulating tape for insulation and dust prevention. A step-down inductor and Emerald solid capacitor are next to it. The iSmartWare step-down controller IC is on the back, used for USB-A step-down control and protocol identification, followed by 3 external MOS tubes from Vanguard. 2 of them are used for synchronized rectification and step-down of USB-A output. One is output V-bus switch. And then let's take a look at the USB-C female. There is a MOS tube from Vanguard on both sides, and an MCU from Mind Motion to control the power. Here is an output V-bus switch tube, a step-down inductor, and a solid capacitor from Emerald. The layout is basically the same for another USB-C, same iSmartWare chip, same MOS tube, and same output V-bus switch. And the same step-down inductor and solid capacitor from Emerald. Okay, that's all for our today's teardown, and that's all components from this charger. If you like this video, please drop a like, leave any comments. For more content, please subscribe to the Charger Lab and visit our website chargerlab.com. Stay tuned, we'll see you the next time.